Today we discuss the significance of podcasting and its growth during social isolation. That and more on our 7th WAtv episode of the year. Good morning, Wheaton Academy. I'm Madison Cavan. We hope you enjoyed your long weekend. We have a short but very important week ahead of us.
I'm Matthew Johnston. It's October 13th. We have a special Tuesday episode for you today. Thanks for joining us. Let's get you caught up with a few announcements.
Seniors, the college deadlines are approaching fast for any of you who have chosen to apply for early action, early decision, or priority. This means that letters of recommendation, personal essays, and any supplemental essays need to be completed soon. By utilizing SCORE, you can request letters of recommendations from teachers and then trigger Mr. Gregerson or Mr. Allison to prepare and send off important documents, like your transcript and a school profile. If you have any questions, please see Mr. Gregerson or Mr. Allison ASAP. Get started with this process quickly to ensure that those helping you do not feel rushed.
Seniors, you can pick up your Jamba Juice this Friday. Stop by the Senior Lounge before school on Friday to pick up your drink. Congrats on winning your homecoming this year. 2 weeks ago, Wheaton Academy collected and packed over 600 Ziploc bags for school supplies of West Chicago's Early Learning Center. Ms. Vishnoff, a former administrator here at Wheaton Academy, sent a short message of thanks for your generosity and kindness.
Hello, Wheaton Academy. Thank you so much for packing school supplies on Wednesday for West Chicago District 33 Early Learning Center. We are so grateful. We provided supply bins to families at the beginning of the school year, and students are running out of some of their supplies. So that's where you guys come in and the 5 items that you are collecting for us. Jesus tells us in his word that we are to serve and meet the needs of those around us in our community, and you are doing just that. So I just wanted to say thank you, and I hope you guys are having a great homecoming week. Blessings. Bye-bye.
The yearbook from last year is still in production. Due to COVID-19 shutdowns, Jostens is about 3 months behind in production. We anticipate having the yearbook sometime in January. However, the yearbook for this year is now currently on sale for $25 each. To purchase your 2021 yearbook, go to jostensyearbooks.com. Click on the yearbooks drop-down to find Buy Your Yearbook, and then search Wheaton Academy to finish your purchase. They will only be on sale through the website.
All underclassmen should have received their pictures last week. Picture retakes will be on October 28th and 29th. If for some reason you did not get your picture taken in time, please plan to stop by the 28th or 29th so that Wheaton Academy can have a photo for the yearbook.
All freshmen will be having lunch with their Project 9 groups this week. All girls will meet with their groups on Thursday, and the boys will meet on Friday. Project 9 seniors will be reaching out to their groups to communicate where to meet.
Our girls tennis team played in the conference tournament this past weekend. They finished in 4th place overall as a team. The Warriors had a couple of notable performances. First, congrats to Amelia Mack and our very own Schuler Williams Coakley for their impressive win over Riverside Brookfield, and a 3rd place finish in third doubles. And congrats to Audrey Litfin and Jillian Paulson for their win over St. Francis in their 3rd place match at first doubles.
Both cross-country teams ran at Oakhurst Forest Preserve last week in their final regular season race. The boys took 3rd place behind a season best time by Christian Ruck. He ran the 3-mile course in 16 minutes and 12 seconds, finishing in 5th place overall. The girls' team took 2nd place overall, falling to a talented Rosary team. Lily Lebo continued her great season, finishing in 8th place, and freshman Anna Africa had her best race of the season, finishing in 9th place overall.
The boys' golf team did something they have done 9 times in school history: win a regional championship. The team has had a really successful season to this point, with an 8-0 record, a conference championship, and now a regional title. The boys were led by sophomore Sam Dykema, who also won the individual title after a 2-hole playoff. The teams will play in sectionals on Thursday at St. Andrews Golf Course here in West Chicago. The girls' team wrapped up with their winning season by placing 4th in regionals. The girls were led by Caroline Kelly and Anna Jones with scores of 98 and 99 respectively. Congrats to the girls on a great season.
Health guidelines have us all using a lot more paper towels than usual. Tyler Abrams went around to talk with people about this essential product.
I'm Tyler Abrams, and today we talked to students and asked them what type of paper towel dispenser do they prefer, automatic or manual?
Well, because of COVID, probably automatic, but On a regular basis, I like just like manual because sometimes the automatic doesn't work for me and I get really frustrated.
I just manual because it's so much easier just to pull it and not have it get stuck.
Definitely automatic ones, the ones that you like wave, so it comes like straight down. Perfect.
Honestly, I prefer manual just because it's easier in general, I guess.
Definitely automatic. Because it's just easier, and like sometimes the manual ones get stuck and you have to like crank it and it's just annoying.
I'm definitely gonna say automatic because manual is just too much work.
I think prefer manual. Automatics, the evil, bro. You put your hand to get one, you get one, and then you try and go back. You can walk out the door and come back, it still won't give you another one, man. It's like it knows, so it's definitely manual.
I like automatic ones because it's just easier and it's COVID safe.
How many paper towels do you use, Madison?
I always use 2. I don't know if it's because I have 2 hands. I honestly don't know. I just take 2 and it dries my hands completely. How about you?
Yeah, probably the same. Podcasting has taken off, not only for the presenter, but also for the listener. My co-anchor, Madison Cavan, helps us understand a bit more about this up-and-coming medium.
Halloween Academy, it's Madison Cavan from WAtv, and today I talk with Mr. Skiba and Mr. Lehman about why podcasting is a good form of media and why you should consider listening to them or even making one of your own.
Podcast is kind of like a book that you listen to because it takes your brain somewhere else. It's different from movies, it's different from other art forms, but it gives my brain something to process. I love the moment when I arrive at school or arrive at home and the idea is so good that I'm hearing. So I love that it captures you in a way that other things just don't capture you.
Mr. Skiba discusses the significance of podcasts and why he assigns them to his students.
When it comes to English class, one of the biggest risks that we run is thinking it's always about the words on a page or the words that come out of whatever writing utensil or keyboard you're using. In order to do a successful, good podcast, you need to not only have synergy with your partner, but you need to plan and you need to know your subject material. So in a Great Gatsby podcast, for example, it requires you to dive down and ask yourself, what was this experience like for me?
Mr. Lehman also shares what one of his favorite podcasts is and why he listens to it.
99% Invisible. It's about graphic design and architecture and art, and I teach art history, and they do a really good job with words telling us the stories of visual things. You get to participate in hearing the wise words of someone else, even if you're not there, but it feels like you're there. It's kind of like a good conversation with someone in the car, even though I'm just driving home or just driving to school.
So next time you're looking for a good form of entertainment, why not consider listening to a podcast? There may be something new you can learn from it. This has been Madison Cavan from WATv, signing out.
Personally, I check out Joe Rogan here and there. Madison, what is one thing you've learned from a podcast?
Well, I don't listen to that many podcasts, but I did learn a lot just by talking to Mr. Lehman. He absolutely loves podcasts, so I should totally give it a listen now and then. Fall is here and Halloween is only 2 weeks away. Kea Bovey and Sergio Santana have more.
A lot of things have changed due to COVID-19, and Halloween is certainly not an exception. Me and Sergio Santana went around the campus to see people's thoughts.
Yeah, I'm planning on going out trick-or-treating. A lot of people think I'm too old, but I disagree. I'm planning on going as a high school student. People respect those.
I really like Halloween. I mean, I dress up most every year. I'll probably go with my friends this year like I did last. Last year, I think I was some Winnie the Pooh character. I will probably be something similar this year as well. Yeah, I love Halloween. I mean, even though the origins aren't necessarily the best, I think that we can still use it for a fun night out, just to get candy and just have fun.
Going as anything, but I do like to watch the other trick-or-treaters walk around and like come up to the door and see what they dress up as and just childhood memories and stuff. It's fun.
Hopefully, if it's still gonna happen, I'll probably trick-or-treat and do Halloween stuff.
What do I think of Halloween? I think it's the best thing to do during coronavirus time because Halloween masks, like everyone's already masked already.
This year, you'll have to stay 6 feet apart, wear masks, and respect people's wishes on whether or not they would like to accept trick-or-treaters. This is Mikhail Bovey and Sergio Santana signing out.
Madison, what is the best Halloween costume you have ever seen?
I've ever seen? Oh, that's hard. I mean, my brother dressed up as Steve from Minecraft one time, and I thought that was pretty epic. It rained that year, but, we still had fun. How about you?
I was Boba Fett one year. That was pretty awesome. I wish my brother was Jango Fett. That would have been pretty cool.
Dude, that would have been awesome. I absolutely love their Mandalorian outfits, so that's pretty cool.
The PSAT test is only a day away, but for many sophomores, college still seems like a lifetime away. This year, Wheaton Academy received word that we have 6 National Merit Semi-Finalists, a huge accomplishment, and it all started with the PSAT. Isabel Kalsh tells us more.
I'm Isabel Kelsch for WAtv, and this week the PSAT and SAT will be happening at Wheaton Academy. We thought it was the right time to highlight 6 students from the class of 21 who have achieved National Merit Scholars semifinalist status. I sat down with Jacob Williams, one of the semifinalists, to discuss the importance of the PSAT in preparing for the SAT and college.
The benefits is honestly feeling more prepared often equates to actually being more prepared for the test. And so when you study, you feel better about the test in general, and you're learning more about the test in general and how it works. And that element of preparation, more so just for the confidence of you going into the test, can be really helpful. Because the last thing you want to do is stare at a problem, freeze on it, and then stay frozen for the rest of the test. But if you can learn to keep moving and to know what you do know and to work with what you know, that's going to be infinitely better than going in feeling nervous and then freezing in the headlights. Use the multiple choice. Like, if you're not sure about a multiple choice section, use process of elimination. Use test taking strategies that can help you to it. And honestly, you can't get docked points for having wrong answers. So if you still have questions left to finish, just fill out like all the same color of bubble, because that's gonna at least give you the chance to keep those points.
College counselor Mr. Gregerson states that in a typical class of 160 students, we will have 1 or 2 semifinalists from year to year. It is astounding that 6 of our seniors have achieved this award in the same year, while several much larger public schools nearby only have 2 to 4 semifinalists.
Congratulations to all 6 National Merit Semi-Finalists.
Congrats to Jacob Williams,
Ellen Shales,
Val Turdina,
Joseph Wong,
Robert Dieter,
and congrats to Miriam Burzma.
And now, here to bring you this week's Community Scoop, here's Ms. Carwell.
Good morning. I'm Ms. Carwell. Welcome back to Community Scoop. I have a few announcements I want to share with you this morning. The first one is virtual attendance norms and expectations. There are a few things we want to talk about if you are a virtual learner. At any point, if you are at home doing virtual learning, there are a few things I want to share with you. The first thing is your camera should be on at all times. The second one is your face should be on the screen. The third one is you should be on time for class. And finally, you will be marked absent if any of these things don't occur. So I'm going to review those with you. Your camera should be on. When your camera is on, it should not be pointed to the ceiling. It should not be pointed around the room. It should be pointed on your face. This is important because your teachers want to engage with you. They want to ask questions and they want you to be part of the classroom environment at all times. When your face is on the screen, this is important so they can see you. And finally, when you are on time for class, this just simulates like you're in the classroom environment, like it is everyday time. And finally, when your teachers can engage with you, it just makes you feel like you're part of the learning environment. So make sure that you are following all 3 of these expectations. If not, you'll be marked absent just like a normal day. Next, I want to turn to PSAT, and SAT. This is tomorrow. We've been talking about this the last few weeks during Community Scoop. These tests start at 8 a.m. You can find your name listed in the atrium or the student services. This will list where your test will be taking place. So a few things as we prepare for the test tomorrow. Please make sure you bring a calculator and a number 2 pencil. These things can be brought into the testing environment. You can also bring a snack and a water. Nothing else can be brought into the testing environment. Please make sure you're leaving your phone, your backpack, your purse in the hallway. If you have a locker, you can store these things in your locker as well. The only thing that can be brought into the testing environment is a number 2 pencil, your calculator, a snack, and a water bottle. So we just want to make sure that we are highly regulating what's being brought into the classroom. So I'm going to review. Tests start at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. You can look for your name on a list in the atrium or outside student services. So please make sure you're planning your morning accordingly. Get here a few minutes early. Make sure you're prepared to go. You have found your name on one of those lists, and you have a pencil, a calculator, and a snack and a water if you need to. Give yourself enough time in the morning to be ready to go. If you have any questions, talk to Mr. Thornton today, Ms. Churchill today, or you can ask your proctors tomorrow morning. I'm going to turn it back to Madison for 4 things you need to know.
Thank you, Ms. Carwell. Now let's finish it off with this week's 4 things you need to know. Number 1, once again, congrats to our boys golf team for taking home the regional title this past week. Number 2, our chapels for this week are the Project Lead Chapel team on Tuesday and Kevin Chandler on Friday. Number 3, tomorrow is the PSAT and SAT day. Please make sure to get to school on time and get plenty of rest tonight. And number 4, we will have our normal Thursday and Friday block schedule this week.
That's all for us today. Send us comments and story suggestions to our Instagram account at WAtv. We want and need your input.
Thank you for joining us. For all of us in Studio 22, have an amazing day.